on the wild ball field. If you missed it yesterday, we did some like spooky house tours. There's a variety of approaches from kind of like solemn and gloomy plots with churches and graveyards to ones that have gone all out with the new Shades Eve decor and things like that. So we kind of tried to hit, a variety of approaches about it. That was yesterday, but I have been looking up new homes that we may be able to tour up next week. So we may be doing another spooky episode kind of thing. It just depends on how many I can find that I feel you guys would enjoy taking a look at. In the meantime, we're gonna get back to the grindstone of adding some more details to the wild ball field. I did come in on my main earlier. Excuse me, I still have a really bad cough. So I apologize for that if it comes off really loud and hurts your ears or anything. But I did come in with my main to try to get the posters and stuff that I needed to finish up the chips and things. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this up. I say finish, we'll probably add more details later, but finish what we had started. Hey Bones, good morning to you. Glad you could make it. Okay, so we got that little cabinet done. I will probably add some little doodads down here, maybe some crates and bags and things like that, but it's not super duper important right now. We are going to kind of fix these chip bags though. We've got to finish labeling them up. Come over here and then I'm probably going to go back this way. Okay, so I went and bought several different kinds of travel posters, but I have different uses in mind. I wanted to put some in the souvenir shop, the gift shop, whatever you want to call it. So I gotta be careful about which ones I pick for what. Guess we'll put these two here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the transformation on the little one there and then bump it up. Well, I say that and I don't see it anywhere. Like it's been... Oh, there it is. Like so tiny I couldn't see where I put it. Hold on a minute. There we go. Went right inside the bag. That'll work, I think. And then just duplicate and slide it on over to the one. I think I'm going to lower that just a little bit. I have to move it out some more as well. Wow. I'm sure if I actually use like coordinates and stuff, then I could get it really precise, but so how are you doing, Bones? Are you enjoying the holiday stuff that's going on? I noticed that looks like Thade and stuff is still kind of messed up from the patch yesterday. I'm hoping that part of that hotfix is coming in about an hour and a half or so. Well, actually, I guess it's about an hour. We'll fix that. I guess when they did the testing on the PTR, they didn't actually test the two holidays together, and when they brought in the one, it kind of overrid the other one a little bad. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. But, you know, the hover park thing is going to be there for about a week, so you should be able to maybe, hopefully, catch it over the weekend, if nothing else. And, of course, the Shades Eve is going to stick around for 2 weeks in total. I don't know. Well, I've been doing them every day, and of course, the first day that it was up, I lucked out. I had come in about 11, and I guess, or actually a little bit after, and I guess they just turned on the Shades Eve stuff, so we got that extra run through the dailies for some stuff. I've been trying to, like, not farm it, but go to the motions of the Quiet Downs instance. Of course, I've been doing it by myself, so that makes it kind of slower than everybody else has been farming it with, you know, friends. But it's been, well, I haven't been able to get gold yet because I keep getting lost in the front bit, and I've only actually made it through on my own without needing that little angel thing to lead the way twice. So I can manage that one once in a while, but the getting not turned into the little shadeling thing, getting attacked by that thing, ugh. I think I run into every single one of those things that's out there. And so I can't get the gold because apparently you have to get all of the optional little bonus bits to be able to get it, and I cannot do that because that little thing, those things are fast, and you only have a certain number of like flares you can use and the little other things that you can throw at them, and I find so many of them I just run out of stuff, so I don't see me getting that. So that kind of hurts because if I could get gold, then I would probably have better chance at maybe some extra stuff. Yeah, I've tried. I've like thought, okay, maybe I'll make note of landmarks and things, but some of it seems to change. Because I'll like think, okay, I see this platform on this little hill, so from there I go this direction always. But when I get to it the next time and I go that direction, there's nothing there. So I don't know, it's like it randomizes or something. It could be just me, but it really feels, I'm really bad with direction anyway, even in real life, so it's no surprise that the game kicks my butt, even in that, so. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been trying to collect as much of the shade silver as I can. I've also been kind of scoping out for the auction house cheapies that I can get a hold of for some of the effigies and trees and stuff. Welcome to the show, Wonka. For the popcorn, I used spider eggs. I've used different things in the past, like this fruit here, the hanging fruit. I've used that before. I've shrunk it down, and it actually looks more like dog food because of the color. And then the last time I did popcorn for my golf course, it was a treasure pile. So it looked really like golden buttery popcorn. It's a better color for it if you're wanting to really do the buttery version. It's just that the shape of the treasure pile is a little awkward to work with, you know, sometimes if you have it really up, because you know you want it to kind of hug in the edges and stuff, but with that round bit, parts of it stick out, and it's just a little difficult to work with. But if you know you just keep at it, you'll get it to work. But this time I decided to try something different, so I went with the spider eggs. They're white, they're kind of lumpy like popcorn is, and so I obviously didn't go as high up as I probably could have, but I wanted to give the impression that it's, there's a big pile of popcorn there. Just me experimenting. I'm sure the next time I make it, I'll use something else, but it's one of those things. Just because you make something a certain way one time doesn't mean you have to stick with that. You can just kind of change it up and experiment, and maybe you'll find something that really works great. Kind of like the pizza. I haven't really found a good alternative way of making the pizza, so I'm sure someone will figure out something, but for me, that one seems to work the best. But yeah, I've been like scrounging up all sorts of extra little, like the poison spore bushes and trees. I've been getting a bunch of those because those look like they'll work really great for aquarium type of setups. Plus, they give that nice bubbly kind of animation. I haven't tested it to see. Sometimes when it has that animation, like either dripping water or like the bubbles coming up in the tank, if you turn the item, the bubbles go a different direction. So right now, if you size it down too small, the bubbles go small too. But maybe it would work good for like making your own type of boiling cauldron rather than always going with the witch's brew or the bubbling cauldron that has a lot of the noise. You might be able to get away with that. I haven't really done a whole lot of experimenting, but as I see the items, I think, I wonder if that would work for this and this would work for that and that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely, I agree with you. We need some more food in game. I've been waiting for them to add the sandwich because on the, I think it's the customization station fab kit thing that we have, there's actually a little sandwich that's got like a little olive stuck on the top, and it looks like a white bread sandwich. I've been hoping they'd add that. Now I've made my own with the olive on top and everything, but it's, when you get into those little details, you use up your decor count, and it would just be fun to have some other things that we can play with. But yeah, the carcasses and stuff, it's just not the same. Or the raw meat. We have a lot of like the steak and the, what is it, the ham hock or whatever, the marbled meat stick or something. I know we have a succulent pig platter and the one with the grilled stuff on a stick. Those are cooked meats, but I would like to have like the versions of each one, an uncooked one and a cooked one. Just like we have unburnt toast, I'd like a burnt toast and then just a regular slice of bread that hasn't been toasted at all. But this is just one of those things. We could have some hanging sausages, all kinds of breads and pastries. I've made cakes and stuff, but it would be nice if they added that. I mean, they've given us the cupcake, so surely they can give us some other various items. Okay, I need 3 more, and I'm wanting to use a different one we got here. Let's use these, I guess. Yeah, I've had a lot of people asking me to make a character on Entity, and while that is possible now, I just kind of don't want to. I hate leveling alts. It took me a couple of months to get my Dominion character up to level 14 so that I could visit Dominion houses on my own server. So the chances of me hooking up with a character on Entity and actually getting it to level 14 while it's possible, I don't see that happening anytime soon. It's just, I'm super lazy, I guess. Uh, I'm I'm one of those people that I hate getting nifty stuff on alt characters that is like soulbound that I can't give to my main because she's got all the good stuff. Um, yeah, I have a lot of guildmates that are alcoholics, and they're all the time talking to me about, oh, you should do this, and I was like, no, that's just too much work for me. I have so much other stuff going on, and while I would uh, I do see the benefit of actually visiting the entity homes in person rather than just relying on the videos and screenshots that I get a hold of. Uh, I just feel like it's not something in the stars right now for me. What kind of theme do you have, though? I mean, you can tell us about it. Maybe that'll entice me. Probably not, but you never know. There we go. So there's our little chip rack bags thingy. I don't know. Maybe it's bags of candy or peanuts or who knows what's in there. It's a surprise meat bag or something that's got stuff in it. Making Hogwarts. Maybe yours is the one that I've been seeing. Is that the one that you've been showing screenshots on Twitter where like the pumpkins are floating and the candles and things like that? I know I've seen somebody posting some images there. Look pretty good. Okay, I still haven't come up with an extra food item, so I'll give that some more thought and we'll add something else. If nothing else, I will just kind of move these and center them elsewhere, something like that. Yeah, I thought that might have been you. Well, from what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of tough. I know a lot of people have been anxiously awaiting word on how that whole um, neighborhood system is actually going to work because it may affect, whatever you've already built. I kind of like when they changed the whole size of the plots. That affected a lot of people. I don't know if Carbine really understood the impact that was going to have, but it would be interesting to see how they're planning to incorporate that and how the plots are actually going to hook up. If it's going to be like little bridges that will connect them, or if they're actually going to be touching kind of thing, or I don't know how that's going to work. But it should be interesting. It's just I feel for those that are trying to plan ahead, and they really can't because there's no telling how the system is gonna work. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the center of this thing is. I do a lot of eyeballing, so I'm looking at the arrows where they are in relation to the edges there. So now it looks like my shelves are off. Let's see, did I link all of these up at any point? Well, it doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. That would be handy, is like finding the linked, the parent. Okay. So in the gift shop, oh gosh, I hope not, Bones. I know there's a lot of people that like that show, but the song is just awful. It's just really bad, really bad. So in our gift shop, we kind of played around with the idea of having like a foam finger, and I think this palm bit is actually a little too big, so I'm going to see about making that smaller. I know the fingers now, they look creepily long, but that palm just looked too wide for my taste. I'm gonna make the pinky smaller at least. Maybe change this up. Something like, I don't know. I'm not really good with anatomy there. Yeah, my mom and all, I think they record it and watch it and stuff. Because when we go over there for dinner, they usually set up the news while we're eating, but I guess the show comes on around the same time, and they're usually like making sure that and we always catch a little bit of the tune, so we have to listen to it. And it's like, ugh, bad. Okay, so since I already got the green foam finger on that side, I'm gonna make kind of like from the middle here the green stuff, and from the middle here the blue stuff. So I did collect some blue and green junk. Excuse me. So let's see what I can remember what we got here. Got a backpack. Let's see. I'm gonna eventually have to start getting rid of some of this extra stuff because just no sense in hanging on to it, especially like the building blocks and things that I'm not using right now. That would be smart to get rid of. Cause that reminds me, the chip thing. I wanted to put a little sign above it. Yes. Oh, that's huge. You know, it's no offense to those that like those kind of shows, but they're just not for me, for sure. I think like those soapy things, you know, it's probably not really considered soap. I really don't know, but I think the last time I got involved in one of those was one summer. My mom really got hooked on, I think it was General Hospital or something, and I mean, this is like years ago. And I was like, never again. Neighbors, I think it's an Australian show, maybe not. I could have it mixed up with a couple others that my in-laws like to watch, but it's like a little neighborhood town kind of thing, and you follow along the storylines of all the people that are involved, and so there's, you know, always drama and things like that. It's just one of those, like I said, it's like a soap opera, you know. If you've been watching it for years, then you know who's married who and who cheated on who and who's left the show and been there for years and blah blah blah. It's like it's not my thing. The shows I watch is more like Castle and NCIS and things like that. I agree, Bones. I definitely agree. I don't know, it's just kind of goofy. But of course, you know, the ones I named, there are those that find those goofy too, so to each their own. Okay, so back to digging through what I got in here. Um, yeah, I did get some more of the banners. I used that for the locker rooms, but I thought it might be good to have some little miniature ones that uh, fans could use for their stuff. Got some plushies as well. Just looking for all of the other stuffs. Yeah, green one of these. That come in really funny. And then we've got little effigy thing. What else? Is that it? Okay. So I just plopped in a few things, and while I've got extras of them, I usually put one in, size it how I want, and then we'll go from there. Excuse me. Here you have like some, it's like, you know, blue stuff for the one team and green stuff for the other team, that kind of thing. And I tried to kind of vary the number of each that I have, so it's not like the same for both sides, you know, 3 of this and 3 of that, you know, to kind of make it look like people have bought a few things and that kind of stuff. Okay, this thing's really awkward looking. So put that a little bit smaller. Maybe even smaller than that, 'cause like really tall with that little staff or whatever he's got sticking up out of his shoulder. Is that his hand? I don't know if that's his hand or what. I think I actually have a couple more of those, so. Add those in. Just to give some things that the vendor can sell. The only thing I can say with confidence is that you can work it up so that you have a total of 5,000 decor owned that you can have. And that breaks down to 2,500 interior and 2,500 exterior. What I did just to make sure I didn't overbuy on the decor storage is I bought one, I claimed it on my account, and then I applied it. And then when you go back to the shop, you buy another one and do the same. And eventually, you know, after 3 or 4, I forget how many it is, but when you go back to it, it'll say you've reached the limit, and that's kind of a warning. Disappointingly, it's not something that you can gift to somebody else. It used to be, or it was during the PTR, I should say, but I guess they changed it so that some of these things that these little extras that you can do, you you can't get it for other people, because I'd actually wanted to use that as kind of a gift for some of my guildmates for the winter holiday, and that's kind of gone out the window now because that's not possible, unfortunately. But they did more or less confirm that as long as it doesn't say that it's non-giftable, then it's supposed to be safe to assume that it is giftable. They just don't have any little special tag or anything for giftable items. I want to say it's like where is it? I guess it's the unlocks. See your act. Yeah, it's probably you can buy one more and it should even it out. If you don't have the 5,000 total after the next purchase, then that may mean that you get another one. Because it's like 3 or 4 that you can buy, and it'll bump it up to the maximum amount. But yeah, sometimes I'm sure the wording is done in a way so that, you know, it's very technical, but I was like, so I just did it like I said. I just bought one at a time until it told me that I hit the max. Okay, so that's some blue stuff, some green stuff, and then in the middle, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have one little effigy baby here. Whoops, where did I get the wrong thing there? This little effigy baby. I'm gonna put one here, and then we're going to the other one above. And figure out some way to give one a green shirt and the other one a blue shirt. Yeah, because the more the space you have, the better. Of course, if you're anywhere like me, I like to hoard all of these rare bits and things, like all of the Shades Eve decor that I've gotten. I will probably never ever delete that, because, you know, it's not guaranteed that the same items will be available next year. You know, we'll just have to see. So, you know, that's the core space that's forever used now. And good morning, Maddie. Glad you could join us. So, what to use for shirts? Like I said, I want one blue and one green. Now, I know that there's the blue folded shirt, but I just haven't gotten a hold of any on this one. So we're gonna go cheap and try the sleeping bag and see if that's doable. He's gonna look like he's wearing a potato sack, but oh well. We'll give it a try anyway. Let's see. Oh, that thing's pretty big. If it takes a couple, that's all right. Excuse me. Yeah, looks like we're not going to be here for that long today. Got maintenance in 30 minutes, folks. Now, it's supposed to be a hot fix, from what they said on the forum, so it's not supposed to be like a 4-hour thing. I think they said it was going to be 90 minutes or so. I'm not sure about that. But gonna look so dorky with this on here, because he's curved and that just makes it tougher, I think. Make it look like he's wearing a shirt. Gonna be one of those really bad, awful mock-ups that probably I won't keep because it'll look stupid, but I'm determined to try it just to see if I can get it to work. Like the Cobra that I made with these things once before. I think I fiddled with that thing for a good few hours trying to get it to fit together just so. Okay, right this way. Probably an easier way of doing this, but you know, if there's a tough way of doing it, I'll find a way to do it that way. Just to give myself some pain. Oh, come on. I think I'm making it worse. No. He's got a really fat little belly. Oh, gosh. That don't look right either. Hold on. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about the backside because nobody's going to be able to see that anyway. Okay, so there he's got a a weird looking blue outfit thing. You know, if I wanted to get really particular, maybe I could put like a letter H. Maybe use some little bananas to make a little letter H for healer, the team healers. In fact, I think I will try that just for goofiness. Spelling with bananas. So like, we need one. Bring that down pretty tiny. Hopefully the little stem and everything won't Oh, well, that's good to know. Three is the limit. But I'm glad you got some extra bits to work with now. You know, for some, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to use that for. There's just too much. And when you do these little details like this, that really goes by fast. You need every little decor that you can squeeze out of it. Let's see. His H looks crooked. It's like lopsided. I think I pulled it out further than the other one. Hold on. Okay, he's number 11. I don't know, maybe that would work better to have a number? No, we'll do the other one. Just follow through on what we were talking about. Whoops. Crazy banana. There you go. You got a little H for healer. It's the little things that, you know, amuse. It still looks crooked. Dang it. I'll get it. I'll get it. Oh, well, thanks, Nocturna. I'll probably do like a full tour eventually later. Really, most of the credit goes to Katya. She's the one that kind of got me started on this particular theme, and I've just been kind of playing around with it. Yeah, Bones, like I said, a lot of people have been trying to get me to hop over onto Entity, and others vice versa, and I just understand that that's not something everybody wants to do. It's certainly not something I feel like I want to do, to go over to NA. And so I imagine there's people on the other side of the water that feel the same. It's like I said, it took me months to get my Dominion Chua up high enough just to visit the opposite faction on the same side of the pond, and I don't know if that's gonna be something that works well. Okay, so we have a blue shirt, but now we need a green one, and the only really handy green thing is those goofy pillows. So let's put one of those right on his belly. Now, if I'm clever, I would just use that little plus sign as the T for tanks, but I don't know if that'll work right. I may still have to accent it with the yellow bananas. Will I get away with just using the one? Oh my gosh. I think I will. That works out good. I like that. Excuse me. I'm really sorry. If I want to be gross, I'd say, well, it feels a little looser than it did before. It's like we were supposed to go to dinner at my in-laws last night, or yesterday evening. And they ended up canceling because my mother-in-law, she's got bronchitis now. So it's like, ooh, I don't want your coughing on me because I already have my own cough. I don't need extra little cooties floating around. So let's see. We need 2 more bananas because, you know, clearly the tea only needs 2. So we'll grab a few more, and then we're just going to try and line it up sort of with this bit. Probably not the little cross thing because that might look a little weird, but I'm hoping that it'll show up good enough on top of that. So we're going to make a capital T, sort of. You know, really with the way that they've done the streamlined the beginner areas, it's probably not too much of a chore now. But like I said, I'm still just pretty lazy when it comes to working with alts and stuff. So besides, I know a lot of people are hoping that I'll like tour some places from over there. It doesn't really show up too good, does it? Not as well as the H on it. But I'm going to leave it anyway, but I think I'm going to have to drop this down because it looks weird with that double line. There, maybe that'll work. I don't know. Anyway, no, you actually have to. If I did it, or if you did it, whichever way you're gonna go, you would change. I think there's like a cogwheel on the actual launcher that you can switch region. But once you're on that region, you'd have to make an exile character or a Dominion character, depending which faction you want to visit. Because currently, we can't visit Dominion homes on our exile characters and vice versa. I think the only thing that they kind of went lax on in that direction was, I believe now we can, we have access to cross-faction houses, the options. Like as an exile, I can build a Draken house now. I think that's what they've done. I really haven't looked into that myself, but I heard some others talking about it. So, but no. So if I did get set up with an entity account, I would have to actually level 2 different characters, one for each faction, and that's just twice the work that I want to put into it to begin with. I'm not even inclined to do 1. Let alone 2, because like I said, it took me forever to get my 2 up high enough, because I would go over there and it's like 10 minutes in, I'm already itching to come back onto my exile character, because that's my main. That's the one I've got all of the fancy stuff on, and the one that I'm, I just want to have all of the stuff that I might experience and get from the game on her. And it would be great if we could share the core in our storage, have it like unlimited storage, and then just whatever character you happen to be on, you can pull it out from there. But, one can dream. So there is, well, that doesn't look right. Some of, a start of some souvenirs for the gift shop. Not too bad, I think. I need to add probably a stool. I may set it up where there's 3 vendors here as well, but I don't know. I think I'll just set it up with 1 and maybe see if I can get a hold of some balloons. It'd be great if we had some green and blue balloons. I know I'm kind of obsessed with those 2 colors, but that's just because of the way I set up the bleachers for the teams, that kind of thing. We should be getting ready to get another warning about the maintenance coming up. But I did want to put out some new signs. I did get a hold of a few more of the excuse me, Gatorade things. Yep, see, I predicted it. Well, you don't have to abandon them, you just need to kind of spread the love, I guess. Anyway, I got 15 minutes, so I'm gonna drop in a few of these Gatorade machines. I was wanting to see if I can get this to work for the corner here. I think it's going to be tougher because of just there's the curve, but I thought I would try. I think I'll have to bump it up a little bit and leave it as kind of like a block sign instead of just the neon, but that's okay. We'll do the same over here. Now I am planning to add some trophy cabinets in the the lounges. If we'd had more time this morning, I would probably do that today, but since we've got the maintenance coming in, we will leave that for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm thinking of, I've already gotten a hold of a couple of the gear trophies. Now, with it being, you know, soccer trophies, you'd expect the soccer ball to be on there, but because of the way that the add-on works for this game, the sporty sphere has to be unique. So we will probably be using like some various domes or whatever as alternatives to using the sporty sphere. But I think it'll work all right. And I am in the work still trying to get a couple more of the maintenance platforms, because I do want to do the jumbotrons on either side, and I'll probably save at least I think I've got 2 more, yeah, unless I get a hold of some extras, which I'm going to continue to try and do, but I'll save those 2 for these big jumbotrons that I want to put up here. In fact, I will probably go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. I want to put these giant screens up here. I may get away with just, whoops. Let's see. I'm so bad at remembering what arrow goes where. But I want to be able to have like these giant screens or whatever. I think that might be too big. You know, because that'd be like where they do their playbacks or whatever for the audience, kind of thing. That kind of deal. Something like that, I don't know. Gonna be kind of, let's try it a little bigger. Oops, not 0.18, 18. But I think having the other maintenance platforms will kind of help box it in a little better. But something like that. Yeah, see, I think it needs like some kind of frame or whatever. But we'll go ahead and do the other one, just so that we've got it in place. Go here to the center just to see. Now maybe folks will find that a little too annoying, I don't know, with the jiggling that it does. Really big. But something like that, that's what I was thinking of. Now I know there's some of those warning posters, but they're super expensive right now. I haven't been lucky enough to get a hold of any, so if I do, might use that, because that's actually just kind of, it doesn't have any animation or anything. But the picture isn't necessarily all that good, so I mean it's good, you know, anything Protostar I love to get a hold of. In fact, there was some, I don't know if you guys know about the WildWeave website, but apparently they like do like the data mining thing, which some people agree with and some people don't. But they found some images of some of the Christmas stuff for the Winterfest Protostar extravaganza thing, and it's just Protostar stuff out the kazoo. So I'm gonna be like, you know, in a panic because I'm gonna want all of that because I love Protostar stuff. Usually, if I do any kind of like this, I've ended up littering Protostar in the wild ball field. When I had my golf park, they were the ones that ran it and things like that. But there's a bunch of signs and you know, like poster kind of things. And I'm not talking like the travel posters. I'm talking like the floaty ones that you see out in like Malgrave and stuff. They've got some of those. They've got it's just crazy what they have. There's even costumes with, you know, a big bow and WildStar house shoes, and it's just crazy. And I'm gonna like be like spending my real money because I know there's gonna be some of that stuff that's gonna be on the shop, and I'm gonna be like, you know, I want it, I have to have it. So yeah, I'm gonna be really looking. I mean, they've got like gift bags for the Christmas stuff and stockings, and it's just crazy stuff. I'm looking forward to it. You know, yes, and then in the way no, because I know it's gonna mean probably money out of my pocket. But you know, that's part of the fun of it. So let's see, that one's really blinking because it's like apparently really close to the. I'm gonna see if I can. That looks alright, I guess. Let's push this one back too. There we go. Looks a little better, I guess. Maybe I won't feel like I gotta box it in, but I feel like it needs some kind of trim thing. Anyway, so tomorrow we'll probably work on some trophy cabinets. I'm thinking of putting one, kind of hard to see here, but like a roundish one directly in the center, kind of in the back, and then maybe lining some chairs and things here. Maybe a little, not a liquor cabinet, but you know, like a little where they got like a coffee maker and a place for drinks and little snacks and things, you know, because this is supposed to be the VIP lounges, so you want, you know, all the comforts without having to, you know, truck it out to the snack bar or whatever. You have it already built in. And then we'll do similar things here. I'll probably also make a trophy cabinet for here, and more or less the same setup, but all of the little added extras like the pillows for the seats, we will make them different. When I do stuff like that, I find it fun because then you see different ways of using kind of the same general setup, like the skeleton of a room, but then the details are different, and it shows just how it can kind of change the look of it. So yeah, we'll be doing that. I still haven't decided what all I'm going to put here. I haven't looked into making the robo camera things or anything, but those are all little details that we will be adding eventually. We'll get to it, I promise. It's just one of those things that takes time, and like I said, a lot of the things I can get right off of the shop, but there are certain things that I do have to kind of hunt down and on the AH and purchase them this way, and that goes a little slower. Wow, that was like really jiggly. So while we didn't have a long time today, we did get quite a bit done. I'm feeling good about the gift shop now. I still need to decide how I'm going to word out. I'll probably put the wording here in the banana letters, and same way with the ticket booth here. Trying to think what else. I guess that's it. We've got our 5-minute warning, and well, there's the 4-minute now. So I guess we'll be saying goodbye for now, and I hope you guys have fun. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.